Hello, I have arrived. Hello chat, hello. How are you guys doing? The music is loud. Ew. Hello Zaku. And hello everyone else who may or may not be lurking. Right, another day, another stream. And we will have some jazzy music today. Because I have seen that there is a new Zelda and Jazz by Game Chops. So now we will enjoy the smooth jazz in Zelda style. Right, so what do I want to talk about first? I did get my nap today, so I am well rested and well hydrated and well fed. Still tired, but I already want to edit throughout the stream highlights. I actually also edited a stream highlight from yesterday that is now on YouTube, so I hope you enjoy that. And I kind of need to check if the sync is working today, the audio sync, so I will have periodic checks. And I'm pretty sure it is terrible right now. Actually, no, it's not that bad. Yeah, I guess it is still synced, that's fine. Alright, sounds good to me. I will check later again, and also if anyone is watching me and my mouth move, let me know whatever these things. Also, I'm ashamed to admit that I didn't understand the joke about rolling eyes and R's. It's not really a joke. Hello, Shade. Welcome, and I'm Blue. I mean, rolling the R is just rolling the R, right? And the Nom just said, because I said I can roll my eyes now because of the better tracking. And then Nom said, you can roll your eyes, but can you roll your R's? Because he didn't know I can, because not many people can. Well, I guess a lot of people can, but not everyone can roll their R's. So yeah, it's not really a joke. It's just something that happened, and I think it was cute, so I posted it. I'm part of those people who can't. So how do you not get the joke then if you can't? I don't know, welcome. God damn it, the lizard is blue and I'm too. The lizard allegations. Can't beat the lizard allegations. Anyway, how are you doing today? What else did I do? I kind of didn't get a lot done. Like when we raided the guy yesterday, Conrad Grid, and checked out his game. I kind of hung out until like 1 AM or something. Because he was playing Expedition 33 afterwards. I did do some other stuff in parallel. One of them being hanging out in another friend's channel, Felt ET. So I was there for a little bit too. And then I also checked out some of the rigging stuff for the bridger rigging. And some other rigging stuff. I don't know, I'm usually not very productive after the stream anyway. But going to bed later means that I woke up later too. So in the morning, I felt productive because I did do some things. I did post the edited short. And I watched some more tutorials. But at the same time, I didn't really get a lot done. Because it was just watching tutorials and stuff. And there are a lot of other things that I want to do. So I didn't feel too productive today yet. But that's what the dev stream is for. Surely we will be productive in the dev stream as well. Man, there's so many things that I want to do. I might have to start streaming in the morning and do like 2 streams. And then be productive on the stream and play games later in the day. Maybe that's what I should do. Pivot to stream everything. Like start streaming at like, I don't know, 10 AM. And then stream for 4 hours being productive. And then afterwards we go into gaming. Maybe that's an idea. I have thought about this a lot. There are some things that I don't really want to do on stream. So I'm not sure if I should. More like I didn't understand the connection between the two. I mean, the connection is the word roll. And I did roll my eyes right before he said that. I don't know, you have to ask Nom why he made the connection. But I thought it was a funny moment. I got proof. I'll just pull up the DC picture. Oh, you mean the lizard proof? Thankfully, it's buried now after we talked about language settings on Windows. So it will fade out into nothingness, in the void of the vast abyss in Discord. Underbite? Underbite? What do you mean underbite? You mean my teeth? I do have to break in some new parameters for the rebuilder stuff. I hope I was getting a chance today, but I didn't. But there are some cool things that you can do with lips. Like mouth pucker and cheek puff. You can even roll your lips in and stuff like that. I'm not sure how well this will look when I actually rig it though. The mouth tracking feels off. You mean right now? Let me check again. Maybe it already drifted. I mean, it is very different now. Technically, it is more accurate than before. Maybe I'm just staring at your mouth too much. Maybe. I mean, it is a bit finicky. Like in the past, we did have like voice activation on the tracking. So it was extremely in sync because it only moved when I was actually talking. But now, for example, if I open my mouth without talking, before I start talking, then it could look weird. Like I could start talking and then move my mouth after. Or something like this. I don't know. But it is pretty in sync now, I think. Anyway, it might drift over the course of the stream. I will check back in later. What else? Not much, I guess. I guess we go right. Oh yeah, no, there was something else. I did edit out the little mistake from yesterday, but nobody actually noticed. I just mentioned it after the fact, and now I deleted the boards and edited the specific section out on YouTube, so it should be fine. I also added a filter on my ad blocker to filter out that specific element that leaked something, and it shouldn't be a problem in the future, hopefully. But, you know, I might have leaked something before without even noticing. I'm glad that I did notice this one. And it wasn't really, like, it wasn't something specific. It's just like I guess now that I edited it out, I can mention it. Basically, a city was showing that is near me because Amazon apparently has your IP and tells you, hey, do you want to have it delivered to that city? Even though I was in private browsing. But yeah, it is not actually my zip code, so it wasn't, even if I didn't edit it out, it's not a big deal. Have a good stream, Kohari. Will lurk a bit while working. Well, alien, lurk away. I will also be working. Probably. But probably more like talking. Didn't even notice anything even after you mentioned it. Yeah, when I mentioned it, I already closed it. Even if you leak something, good luck finding something in 1,000 hours plus our streams. I mean, the only streams that actually could leak something are the ones that I like just chatting and game dev, right? Because that's the only ones that I actually use the browser sometimes. But you know, it's fine, it's fine. Leak test tuber. What is that? What do you mean? That is such a random word that I've never heard of. Alright. Let me get into gear. And then we start working a little bit. Leaky P-tuber? Oh, leaky? Anyway, let's get back to the danger zone with display capture. And hopefully I don't leak again. And then I get smaller. Let me open Godot. Why does it always do that? I don't even get it. Like, it only does it sometimes. It just flashed again. I don't know how. Like, when I hover over my tasks, like the taskbar stuff, on the other screen, it doesn't actually happen. But sometimes it does, and I don't know why. What's going on? When does it? Oh, I think it's when I... Oh. Yeah, I get it. So when I hover over the taskbar, and then there pops up this little preview. I mean, I guess I can show you here. So it pops up the preview, right? And then when I hover the preview, it isolates it. And that's what happens, if anyone was wondering. That's so annoying. I actually tried to not only disable that, but also disable like a tab preview when you alt tab, which also shows the preview in Windows. Like, I was setting registry entries to fix it, and even the registry entries that are literally responsible for that exact feature are not turning it off. I hate Windows so much. Someone help. Send help. Please. Please. Please, someone make Linux actually viable with everything. I'm dying. I'm suffering so much. You have no idea. Alright, let me get small and then we get into it. And do some relaxed, low-key coding. Good jazz. I should save my position. Maybe I should do it now. Is that looking good? Probably. I cast triple all PC component prices. I would be screwed if anything breaks, probably, of my PC stuff. Because I don't have any backups. And I had to sell them. During the thing I posted the other day, during the financial troubles a couple months ago, I kind of sold everything. Is that a good position or not? Let's see. Let's actually save it and then adjust it later. Put that somewhere over here. And then name that. Oh, I don't know. What happened to my neck? Why am I so tense? Game dev. That will be move. Record. Is it just moving or is it like setting the actual position and size? I guess moving should also save the size, right? Shouldn't. Let's try it. Yeah, I would. I could also save the position of being large. Do you remember the thing that I did in the beginning where I zoomed around left and right? That was fun too. I kind of don't have these hotkeys anymore. Maybe I will reintroduce them at some point. You gotta do it yourself. You mean like code the applications of major companies and make them support Linux? I don't think I can. Like even if I could, it would probably be impossible to do because I would need the code from those companies to make it work. I could buy both some alternatives. Why not? Why not just make a proper, like, why not remake live 2D cubism from scratch? I'm sure that will go well and will totally not take years. Lizard behavior right there. God damn it, Nom. Can I spend all my channel points to change the stream title to Lizard Code Scaling? No, you cannot. But you can spend your money to cheer and make Brian say it over and over again if you want to. With TTS. Just go into some Italian restaurant and order some spaghetti. It should work just fine. I get it. Damn, Irari, are you throwing some curveballs? I'm not ready for those. Like, the thing you did yesterday with the error codes, that only clicked after I actually, like, way after, like hours after when I saw it again on the feed. All together with the 404 message and then the 200. And the 903, 900 codes, like custom response code or something. What's the 903? What do you usually use HTTP 903 for? And also the hair bar, I didn't get that either. That's crazy. Like, how did I not get that? I guess it's because I pronounced it Hava instead of Heva, and you said have a nice day. I genuinely thought you were talking about some kind of game jam. 903 has no meaning. Alright. Yeah, I genuinely thought there was like some kind of Hava game jam. I was excited. You tricked me. Hello, Hazel, Peso, Miso. Welcome, welcome. Alright, why is it even... Why do I have to do on this stuff up here that is way outdated and is actually not for your eyes? Or it wasn't meant for your eyes? Hi. Oh. I really need an Arrive emote. Wait, didn't we have the Arrive? Did I actually upload the animated Arrive emote? I think I didn't. Anyway, what did we do yesterday? We were working on the challenge rework stuff. And we kinda only made the challenge selection screen that spawns 3 random challenges. And the selection keylines, I think, was the thing, maybe. Oh yeah, and we refactored something so it works with the new cycle without breaking the old ones. We did something yesterday. I thought you were just yapping. I was mostly yapping, but we did actually do something. Let me show you. Let me show you. So when the challenge spawns, I also kind of want to disable the treasure chest, make it spawn random. When the challenge spawns, we should get 3 options, and then we can choose one, pressing 1, 2, 3. And then it should start the challenge. And I think there were some new arrows that were introduced as well. I wonder if they are on the old versions. 2 swarm challenges and 1 score challenge. I think the swarm challenge doesn't even start. Yeah. Definitely not working, but at least the selection works. Well, it pops up the correct thing that you selected on top. That's all that works. And then we need to be able to click it as well. I wonder if the target challenge works. Let's test it. How's it going today? Logged in for some progress. Logged in! I'm far away from logged in, but yes, we will make some minor progress. Yeah, I don't think it worked. It didn't actually trigger the thing that should have triggered. But hello, Conrad, Grit. Nice to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. Who is in the leaderboard? Hello, Florian. Currently, there is no active leaderboard because we are in the dev portion. Let's see if the old cycles still work. Wait, is this still really the first cycle of the WASD movement? That's crazy. I hope the old challenges are unchanged. Tracks the progress still. Oh god. Okay. Oops. Messed it up. Am I even gonna have time to finish the last challenge? Probably. Just stop messing up. I messed up. Good thing they are using the shield cursor. Oh, okay. The target challenge definitely completed. And so did the rush challenge. Wait, did it? Yeah, it did. Well, so the old cycles are working. Now it's just a matter of fine-tuning the new ones. Wouldn't they also... yeah, it was kind of looking like also the last cycle. And then skaters who won the leaderboard in cycle 3... No. Skaters who won the leaderboard in cycle 2 decided he wants WASD movement. And now we have this. So it's not even close to also anymore. Although the rhythm game kinda is still... But the rhythm game only has like a 5% chance of spawning. And if you want to see it, I can show you. It's very scuffed though. People are very confused about the rhythm game. Like, there's only a few people that actually get how it works when they play it. It seems obvious when you actually see it. But I think it's very confusing for people that are new to the game. Where do I adjust the chains? Let's see. What was the function again? I think it was pick challenge. And then in the older versions, I guess I can search it. Cycle 1 was cycle 2 that added the rhythm games. Let's put this to 100%. Just show. Let me just... Long time not see it again. Kind of forgot the last progress. What are we doing now? We are currently working on the challenge rework to have some more interesting rewards and trade-offs. That's the one that Eladia suggested, and what we did last time was to add a selection of 3 challenges instead of just 1. And now I'm showing the rhythm game if we actually spawn it properly. It might be bugged with the changes from yesterday, but let's see. Wait, what? Wait, shouldn't it have 100% chance? Oh god. What's happening? Oh, we overrode the big challenge. I don't have to change it here. I have to change it in the actual latest cycle. Where is it? Yeah, this one. We have world environment node in compatibility mode. It never worked for me. World environment. Wait, are we in compatibility mode? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's just for, like, glow. Like, we have it for glow. Yeah. Yeah, I did want compatibility to support as many devices as possible, and then, but I also wanted to have glow. So apparently you can do that. Like for example, I know they don't glow much, but the UI and the bubbles behind the cursor are glowing indeed. They get that subtle glow. Yeah, I think it was added at some point. I think probably with God of War. There we go, rhythm challenge. It's bugged because the new overlay. Missed like 3 or something. Anyway, that's the rhythm challenge. Although it's very scuffed and the new overlay is kind of breaking it. But yeah, basically the bubbles spawn and you're supposed to click them in the order that they spawn in. And there's always one measure where they spawn in and then you immediately click it in the same. I should probably show you the music as well, but I'm showing that off anyway. So let me real quick turn on the music. Oh, it's kind of weird because the music kicks in later. Okay, it's bugged. But yeah, that is the rhythm game, and it was added by... Who was it? Who wanted the rhythm game? Does anyone remember? Let me check on Discord. Rhythm game was added, I think, in Cycle 2 by... Wait, that's the old one, the new one. This is the... Oh yeah, Code Beaten, who hasn't been here in forever, but Code Beaten was a lot. It was like a regular when we started developing. He wanted the rhythm game. We kind of never adjusted it with the WASD movement, so it's a bit awkward. But it would take a lot of time, and since we always implement new features, probably won't have time for that. But since we brought on a long development break for the game, and the new timeline is now to just finish everything and then release it and then the leaderboard stays open for 2 weeks. And the old timeline was something like 1 week of development, 1 week of leaderboard. And now it all slowed it down a lot. So in those 2 weeks, when the next leaderboard opens, this cycle 4, we might have time to do some refactoring and reworking and polishing of old mechanics. But for now, we focus on the new stuff. Alright. So, let's actually, first of all, disable the treasure chest. Or actually adjust the timer on it. What was the treasure chest timer? Yeah, treasure spawn timer. I think that is set in the gameplay. Very long list. Yeah, it's a very long list. It goes all the way down. But all of this is like pollution stuff. Yeah, I think we only go to here. So it's not too much. Although some of them are quite complex, like the new boss phase that no mom wanted. That might take a while. But treasure chest. We should have a to-do somewhere. Also set this back to 0.5. 0.05. Did I not actually... Oh yeah. Increase to 180, 300. Alright. So now the treasure chest should not bother us while testing. Set timer back to 3 to 5 minutes. Alright, so fixing bugs. So there's something happening that prevents the accept from being triggered. Or like the accept is triggered, but the succeed and fail are not. Source control extension in Godot, nice. I wouldn't call it nice. I hate to be negative, but it is very annoying. Like, if you do source control outside of Godot, then you are doing it correctly. It is very scuffed. Yeah, I would not recommend it. I only use it to commit, so I can keep track of what changed, and people can keep track too. But all the, like, everything else, like switching branches and pushing and pulling, I do off stream through command line Git, because it is very, very scuffed. VS Code works well, yeah. It's on my list. It's not really on my list, but I keep saying that I have to switch to VS Code. But I would have to figure out something for the overlay. Because I don't want to keep switching between the Godot view and the VS Code. I kind of would love to have it integrated in some way. But yeah, VS Code would be much preferred. For now, it stays like this. There's definitely things you can do. Also, like, there's this one guy that we raided one time. Some random dev who hasn't been streaming in a while. But he has like a 3D stream setup where he is a floating TV in a 3D world, and all of his windows are 3D places in that 3D world, and every time he switches from Godot into VS Code, the 3D world camera flies over. So it's really, really cool if you want to check that out. Like the puppet overlay thing, I forgot the name. Puppet overlay. I don't know what that is. But I think he made everything with Godot too. So yeah, also let me drink some water. Alright. So we have to figure out why the succeeded and failed challenges are not triggering correctly. And I'm not entirely sure, because we are connecting it here in the loop. I have a suspicion that that might not be enough. But we also may or may not have implemented something correctly in the base class. So the accept happens here. On accept button press. This should be triggered. Oh, is it being triggered? If action pressed 1, 2, 3, that's the 1, 2, 3 selection. Yeah, on accept button press. This should be callable properly. And it calls. Oh. Wait, do we have to call super? No. No, actually, no. It is happening. Because the accept is... Yeah, the challenge timer started. Yeah, it's definitely happening. I think it's in the gameplay. Oh, the succeeded. Succeeded and failed. Do we not have those? We do have those. Succeeded and failed, and then on challenge timer, succeeded and met. That's the base class. But it's just for getting rid of warnings. And we implement them in the children, so this would be the rush challenge, the target challenge, and the swarm challenge. And these we just copied over. So on challenge time order, then it's failed. And if the score matches, it's succeed. Score changed, I'm ready. Score changed, collect on score changed. the score total, which it gets from... Hey, when is the sent? Oh, that's accumulated during the course of the challenge. That is what the gameplay score changed. That's the event that's relevant. So the gameplay score changed, triggers the on score changed, and then we add it to the total. And once it's over the target, it emits succeed. And something happens after succeed is emitted, right? Let's actually print this. Actually, ignore. Let's just make a breakpoint. It's fine. Let's check with the breakpoint this time. We will be proper developers. No print statements unless the breakpoints don't work. For some reason. Also, turn off the music again. Also, let's switch to cursor again. Probably should also lower the timer at which challenges spawn, but you know, having some gameplay in between works too. Okay, so for some reason, actually, it is still calling. What is happening? I didn't even press anything yet. Like, all of these prints shouldn't even happen. It does call the succeeded immediately for some reason. How can that be? Hey, but first of all, why do these happen? Where are these prints? Oh god, it's already so scuffed. Yeah, print, select the handed choice input, that's the problem. Wait, did it actually never? Oh my god, it should have been here. Okay, so we definitely screwed up the debug yesterday. Because I printed everything on every input instead of just having the action process tracked. But we did find the problem anyway. And we did fix something yesterday, so I guess it wasn't too bad, but really weird that I even figured out something with that. Now it shouldn't print anything until I press a button. Okay, looking at it, welcome. And I'm now blue, fitting for the colors of the game. Okay, it doesn't print anything, and then when we click 3, it should only print 3. No, it should print all 3 because the other ones are also reporting. Okay. So it is correct. Okay, this one should actually succeed. Which we removed the breakpoint, so... And there was the... Let's put breakpoints on the other ones too. Let's do one here. And then... one here. And then... Wait, isn't the swarm challenge now a guaranteed buff? Maybe we have to rework something there too. Apologies, I'm about to play alarm roulette. Will I wake up in 30 minutes or 12 hours from now? I'm about to find out. Sako, and good luck with your alarm roulette. I hope you had a restful nap. I wish you a restful nap. Oh, let's try again. Let's see, soon, next one. Okay, let's try the swarm challenge, which should complete after 20 seconds. It also doesn't start though. Why is that? Does it actually use the wrong type? That can be right either though. We only get the random piranhas, not the swarm challenge. Definitely got the new challenge as well, and now it's completed. So that should be correct. How do I continue again? Oh. Yeah, it did complete. Why did this instantly complete though? Is the score calculated incorrectly for some reason? Score delta, score 12,906. Is it the total score instead of the delta? Why? We copied that over. On score change, connect on score changed. Score delta is reward. And then score delta is reward. Score delta voucher 0. Score total plus equals score delta. Why would this be? That doesn't make any sense. Where's the score changed called or omitted? Did we change something? How it's emitted? Somewhere? Gameplay to... No. It is on the original. Score value is removed. Increase score, that might be the problem. No. Penalty, reward. It uses... just the regular score increase. On challenge succeeded if reward not 0 reward. How? It is initialized at 0 and the old cycles are working, so... What's going on? Wait, I think I know. No, I don't know. I thought it might be because of the default settings on the challenges. Because they are set... No, that doesn't matter, that's the target. Huh? Like, there's no penalty and no reward anymore, so... Weird. Maybe I do want print statements. But it is, like, it said score total is the total, the actual total, not the delta one. We didn't change anything on that one. No. Score changed. Score delta is removed. Value. I kind of want to print this to actually see how often it is called instead of making a breakpoint. Let's just print value and remove the other ones. Also, is that testing? Oh. What else are we printing? I think the bonus challenge now. These. Alright. And this chairs is really doing it for me. It is so relaxing. -1 and 350. Wait, that's not the... What is it even printing? Oh. Yeah, that is correct. Please, correct. Oh, oops. We need the rush challenge, many. Apparently the target challenge worked. Okay. What? Move the waypoint. Oh, not out. What was it? Wait, am I dumb? Did we just change how many points you need as a target? Like, why is the target so low? Oh, I think I know what it is. I think we changed. Yeah, I know. We have to multiply this by 10. Because the old score rush was working with like base score of 1 or 10. I think the old base score was 10 and now the base score is 100. Well, not really, it's 50, but it's 100 on the for the upgraded basic cursor. So it did actually complete in one hit. But I wonder why it actually printed the full score. That was kind of weird. It didn't print it, but the breakpoint looked like it would be the full score. But maybe I was just misinterpreting the logs or the breakpoint view. What's it called? The debugger window, the debug information. That one didn't give the points, but at least it did complete. Freedom challenge! God damn it. Of course, we get the 5% chance when we don't expect it, when we can't have it. Or is it that we don't get a lost challenge? In 3 chances. Score rush, there we go. Nowadays it's 1700 and 1900, so that should definitely work. It is working. This is way too low though. And we didn't get the points either. But it is completing, and that's a step forward. Well, we also changed how combos work at some point, so there is a chance that it is gonna be way too low for a while. We might even be able to, like, multiply by 10 again. Let's put it at 5,000 for now. Because we are using the fully upgraded basic cursor, and obviously it should be completable without the fully upgraded one. Thank you for that, that's TideVT. Welcome. Oh, let's note this down. That is increase. That's the target challenge. What am I doing? Wait, no, score target. No. Increase rush challenge score target. Base score target. And then we have. Yeah. Move. Print statements. Debug print statement. And that is just some more testing stuff. Which we now also don't need anymore. Where did we put this? Gameplay? Gameplay cycle 1. This one. Alright. And then something is happening that the reward isn't actually applied. That might be because we overrode, probably because we overrode something. We didn't. I thought we did override the succeeded. Try catch fixes everything. Try catch does not exist in GD script. I think. Wait, does it actually? Wait, how does it work? Wait a minute. Does try catch actually not exist? Well, the dogs, I don't know what's happening with the dogs, but they are super mega laggy. Nope. I think there's not even, yeah, there's no exceptions at all. Wait. I thought we were using something though. I think you can throw arrows. There's like a different system. Let's see. I think they had something in the player authentication. Not really. No, but we did not. Oh, there's one. I think it's a custom arrow thing in the super base plugin. Yeah. No try catching. Guess you can't fix anything. I guess so. How's a lizard doing? Like that. I'm doing just fine. But I'm not a lizard. I'm a pufferfish. God damn it. Why did I say I? I should have asked. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Also, apparently there are some ads upcoming, so if you don't have protection, make sure to find some. I can hook you up if you need, like if you are in need of protection against the devious ads, let me know on Discord and I can hook you up. If not, then there's always Twitch Prime and subscriptions, or YouTube, or Cake. Wait, do we have ads on Cake? I think we don't. Yeah, you can watch on YouTube or Cake, I think, if you don't want ads. That's fine too. Alright. So, what's this? Nothing. Where were we? So when it completes, it does actually trigger the fail and succeed. But for some reason it doesn't trigger the reward. Of course not, because there is no reward. It is working. Because we haven't implemented the new stuff. There are no score rewards anymore, we get buffs. But there's some other thing happening. With this. With the rhythm challenge. Oh, and the swarm challenge isn't starting either. That could be because of the timer. I think it might have not set the timer properly. No, it is on. Yeah, the challenge timer is set to 20 seconds and it does start on accept. Super on accept and then start. On accept challenge. Accepted in mid, challenge timer start, and then the swarm piranha timer starts. Oh, on piranha spawn timer time mode. Piranha resource instantiate. But should be spawning. Also, remove the big points as well. When is this connected? I think it's connected directly to the event. Maybe that is probably why. Yeah, I think in the past we connected it directly, so this needs to be reconnected. Like the actual signal. Where even is it? On piranha spawn timer timeout. Oh, it's the timeout event. Right? Oh, this one. On piranha spawn timer timeout. There we go. That's the problem. This should fix the swarm challenge. And then after that we have to fix the rhythm challenge, and then we can implement the new buff system. The new reward system that gives you buffs instead of score. Swarm challenge. There we go, it's actually starting. God damn it, the next one would have been in mine, so we could have paused the timer. The combo timer. Alright, and then score challenge, let's just do it. How easy it is to complete without, like, with the higher setting. It should be fairly easy with the fully upgraded dice cursor. Yeah, we take like half the time. It should be plenty even without the upgrade. Let's check the score target as well. Beep boop. Thank you for the 5 months. Tier 1 lifeblood. Thank you. Almost got the new badge. 1 more month. And then you also can be a ruby badge holder. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the target challenge thing. Right, anyway, that should be fine. And then the rhythm challenge. So that is fix swarm challenge timer signal connection. I like the blue one. Wait, which blue one? You have a green one. And the first one was yellow. No? I think the blue one isn't. Like, the blue one is the 1 year badge. I think. Wait, let me check. Where is that? Viewer rewards. That? Wait, where are the badges? All subscriptions? Subscriber badges. Yeah, the first one is yellow. The second one is purple. The third one is green. Weren't the old ones blue? No. Oh, do you mean... I don't think so. I think when I introduced the badges, like the badges of the new model, they were always this color scheme. Am I demented? In the past we had like the pufferfish badge. And let me show you. This one. Why is it opening on my main screen? I don't like that. This is the one we had in the past, which was also very cute. We might do some new badge stuff at some point. But the current... one-month badge, it still opens on my main screen. God damn it. That is the current 1 month badge, and the 2 months is this one. And the 3 months... It's kind of weird that it cycles through this quickly. Although I would rather prefer to have 1 for every month. But it goes to 3, which is the green one. And then it jumps to 6 months. So there's no change for 4 and 5. and the 6 months is the UV badge. And then it jumps to 12 months, the 1 year badge, and that one is the big one. The actual Kohari boot. This one. The sign one looks awesome, but it still takes a while, yeah. That is my favorite too. There should be a 9-month one. Oh, you're right, there's one. I forgot about that. There is a 9-month one, and that one is the diamond badge. Now it opens on the second screen. That's very confusing. This one, that's the 9 months. Maybe you were thinking about the purple. I think I might actually prefer the purple one too. Maybe we make the 3-month badge the purple one. Because it lasts longer. So the 3 months one should be one that looks better. Yeah, we might. Anyway, let's continue. Where were we? Fixing the rhythm challenge. So I think what's happening is, since we moved it in here, and it still executes the things below. No, it doesn't. Because it returns here. So what is happening? It is added to the challenge parent and then challenge parent show. So why would it show the other ones then? Like, it should jump out from this. Wait, is it because of the callback? Do we need to... No, that shouldn't matter. It only gets shown down here. We shouldn't reach yet. Let's try it again. Set it back to 1. Testing. Is it possible for users to pick their favorite one? Wait, actually, can you? I think you might be able to. I think yeah, wasn't there? I think there was a feature where you can actually do it. There should be like a chat identity thing. But maybe it's just for the like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 editions. But you might be able to actually select your favorite badge as well. I don't know where though. But there's definitely something. Because you're also able to like hide your subscriber, like your Prime sub badge and stuff like that, right? So there should be something somewhere. I'm sure you'll figure it out if you care enough. But yeah, good point. Let me know if you find it. So rhythm challenge we accepted, and that stays here because it doesn't actually go up here for some reason. I don't know why though. Is it the case in the old one too? Because you changed something about the... What's happening? Oh, it's in the second one. That's right, in the old version. Oops. Like, instead of having the wheel pop up in the beginning that explains everything, we should probably have just a minimal information and then a link to like the guidelines and how the game works, instead of having it in the game, because it's kind of weird for people to have to read this much. I guess you don't have to read it. No, this one is working. It's also, for some reason, still easier than the one with the WASD movement, even though it should be the same. Alright, so this one is working. I don't know why. It is not the same. Let's see. So it picks the challenge and then it goes to... it returns it. Is there a spawn challenge override? Surely not. Yeah. Yeah, there's one here. No, it's not. On challenge, spawn, timeout, spawn challenge. Right. And then spawn challenge. Picks one. Succeeded, failed. Wait. We're not calling super spawn challenge, are we? No. So we do the same for every challenge. And then what's different for the rhythm challenge though? We calls the cycle 1 stuff, so it can't be that different. Because that's the one we copied. And then it returns it. After it instantiates and starts it. Alright. And then it goes here. It connects the succeeded, failed, accepted, declined. Wait, are we not doing that? Are we even doing that? We are not. So that's the same thing for the rhythm challenge as well. Which is why it's not working, because you kind of skipped that, I think. Because... yeah. Okay, that makes sense, I think. So we need to do the connection thing up here as well. Although, I would prefer if we didn't. I have to refactor this. Actually, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Give me 1 second, chat. Alright, I am back. Welcome back, chat. Also, let me get a quick sync check on the audio. I think it is actually still synced. Yeah, it should be fine. It's like a tiny sliver behind. Test. Beep. Beep. Yeah, it's like a couple of milliseconds. Like 20 to 40 milliseconds or something. If I had to guess. But there's nothing I can do because I already have like the zero delay. Zero artificial delay. In the past, we had like 75 milliseconds delay on the audio set manually. And that was perfectly synced. But even though we all know it's zero, we obviously can't have negative delay, so, you know, I could delay probably the video, but then that's a whole other can of worms, so this is good enough. Alright. Back to coding. Where were we? The signal connections. So we basically just have to execute this code after selecting the challenge. So we could just move up the new challenges to here. And then add the rhythm challenge here. New challenges. Add append. And then rhythm challenge. Was it not auto-completing? And then this can technically be removed. Because we technically can show it on the same window as the other challenge selection. So let's try this. And then it only loops once. Does the same logic and then appends it to the selection here, which is also only once. And then we show it. So let's see if that helped. But that also means you have to... Wait, no. The problem is this, because that's a thing we added for specifically the new bonus challenges, so the select ID can't be set on the rhythm challenge. So how do we do that? I guess it's just if new challenge is, what is it, like rhythm challenge? Could do that. Probably just check the type, right? is it just not? Not is. Is this not working? I guess it could. It is working. So that should be fine. Surely. What? Moment of truth. Or it just got added to the other ones? Right. Right. Because it is for IM3. And this needs to be... Couldn't I just put this in before the other stuff? And then skip the queue. Like make it break. Yeah. So this can go here, and then we just break. But we can't break. But we can't break here. We have to break here. So let's do ease, and then break. If new challenge is rhythm challenge break, and otherwise we set the ID. I guess it could append it before. Yeah, just append it before. Otherwise we have to use the same if statement again. Yeah, that should be fine. Because even though it loops it 3 times, like we rolled this only once. Although, not really. Like this actually, actually no, this won't work. Let's do it differently. It doesn't work because it actually checks again. Like if it doesn't roll the special challenge, it would check again. Which is not what we want in this case. So this should be... We go through once, and then it checks, is it the rhythm challenge? And if it's not, wait, but didn't we already add one? Yeah. So we should check if new challenges is empty. That's such a weird way to do it. You could also have a boolean that just says that it's already added. Or we just do this. If... No, that's not true. We could have like an if here that we only get a new challenge if it's actually not already, like if there's not already the rhythm challenge selected. And are we setting the... Oh, we can use this. Special challenge active. Yeah. Let's do if not special challenge active. Pick a new one. could also just append it instead of doing this. Instead of making a new... No, that won't work either, because then it's in the list and we can't actually do anything with it. So this will be outside. But if we put it in a function, it's probably gonna be a lot easier. Because we could pass along the selected rhythm challenge. So we could call initialize challenges or something, and then go through the loop. This will initialize challenge. Challenges. And then rhythm challenge. Pass it along. And then we say initialize challenges. Which has an optional rhythm challenge. But it's gonna be of type rhythm challenge. And null. Can we do that? Like null it? Probably not. And then we return. Then we call initialize. Actually, it might even be better to just do initialize challenge and do the loop outside. Just go through them one by one. So initialize challenge would be just challenge, which would be bonus challenge. And then we do all of this. Alright. So we pick one and then we say initialize challenge for the picked one. And then the loop will be here and then we can take all of this and put it here. And then we return it. We return the array of bonus challenges. Alright. So we don't append it here. And then this will be... No, we don't return the array actually. We return challenge and then afterward it gets appended. So it would be new challenges append whatever is returned. And then we do the same here. And then we call the thing for the menu. So this way we set it up specifically for the challenges, and if we already have one, if special challenge active, If not special challenge active, we do the loop. Otherwise, we just add it to the menu. And then in here, if it's bonus challenge, we apply the buff. Else, we do this. No, that's not true. This will be probably return. Because return blah. Well, we don't really have to do anything on else. Because this will also apply the ID. We can remove the pass. So this applies the ID, and then the rest happens in either case, regardless of what kind of challenge it is. And then we don't append it here. This will be randomize buff, because the application is after succession, like after we succeed the challenge we apply the buff. So this will actually just assign the buff. Assign buff to challenge. And then we return the challenge. And then all of this will be just challenge. That's a lot cleaner. What's this complaining? How? This is too much. What about the other one? Identifier I not detected. Oh. I guess you have to pass it into ID. And this will be ID. And then we pass it here. And this will just be I. And here it will be 0. We go to -1. So it doesn't actually... Well... What if we did -1 and then... No, it's fine, it's fine. Just leave it. It doesn't matter. We don't check for -1 anyway, but it's better to put it at something so it doesn't actually trigger the... Well, it can't trigger the, the select option thing anyway, because it's a different type. So this should be fine. Should be fine. Let's try it. It does not seem to work. What's happening? It doesn't throw an error. But let's go through it again. So spawn challenge, it checks if it's the special challenge, which it is, because it's 100%, and then sets it active, spawns the rhythm game, for the challenge at least, and then it appends it, initializes it. No, return because we're actually doing stuff after. The return was the problem. This should do it, surely. Oops, I thought it lagged. Alright. Easy, perfect rhythm game, let's go. It's working. Look at that. Let's see if we can decline it too. Yep. Alright, easy. So now lower the chance again. Let's see if the other ones are working too. Little Magnum Force, where can I come? Let's just this one challenge again. Because that one will actually spawn a challenge right after as well. So we can keep track easier. Why is that one piranha upside down again? I think there's only a very low chance to spawn it in the exact position that makes them swim upside down. Like it would have to spawn on the right side of the screen and target the left or something. A little bit weird. Take a rush. Man, I'm so ready for like redesigning the UI as well. I want this to look actually cool. Like the challenges would have like symbols and be more compact on the top left and be more coherent in general. But I think this is pretty decent already. Well, not visually, but at least it works. It worked. It is a decent in context of the current game and compared to the current cycle. It fits. I would just have to make it clickable too. Hello Flushy, welcome. Alright. We tested all three, right? Yeah. And the rhythm game as well. So this should be fine. What even happens when one pops? Oh, this one will actually go through. We need a sound for completed challenges as well, not just for the failed ones. God damn it, this one can't even fail. Whatever. That is working, so let's put that in. Kicks, rhythm, challenge, plus refactor, selection, menu logic. Rhythm challenge on selection menu. Rhythm challenge, blocking. Block fine. Plus refactor, that's fine. Alright. So now the challenge select screen is working properly. Fix. I can see have it in the comments. Don't really have to trick it here. Select button plus shortcut indicator. We could add that now, but that's kind of UI work. I don't really want to do that. Let's do some logic work instead. Because the UI will change anyway. So yeah, we need the buff logic. Stretching. Right, how are we gonna do that? So it is a new reward type, but it kind of replaces the entire thing. It also needs to show up on the menu as well, on the individual challenges. I guess it could like assign a new class, like a property on the bonus challenge AC4, and then we design it as a separate like instance, like we did with all of the, you know, the like the different cursors and stuff with the, what's this called again? Settings thing, like this. And then there's like a random. I don't know if we should make it a class or just attach it here. We probably should make it a class, otherwise we can't really communicate it with the player status, player stats. How's the player currently implemented? I don't think we have one. Player, actually we do. Yeah, of course we do have one. Ever since cycle 4, I think the engine was lagging. Yeah, ever since cycle 3. Ever since cycle 3 we have a player. Why do we already have an override on the cycle 4? What did we do here? Oh, the treasure chest. So I guess the player could have a thing, active buffs. But it kind of affects the boss too. So this should be in the gameplay cycle, which is kind of bloated already. But there should be something here, right? Challenge buffs. Could also call them modifiers, like the harvest. Then we call them challenge modifiers and harvest modifiers. What even is that? Dictionary of string name and float. Compile active modifier. A regular expression. What have we done here? The hub world active modifiers. Oh. Did we actually call them active modifier? That's crazy. So it is set in that dictionary, so we could make the same, could do the same for the other stuff. So challenge modifiers would be a dictionary of string name and, well, not really. Because you do have, there's some mix and matching, right? So we kind of need something that tracks how many, how they're stacked, right? I guess it could technically have a system that any combination of modifiers is a separate entity, like an artifact system that you would know from other games, like Potato or Mega Bonk. So but I don't know, because it is hard to maintain. I feel like we should just randomize it in the beginning. What was the submission again? Damn, why is game dev making me so sleepy? Yeah. The original wording was rewards high risk for higher risk for higher rewards, so players need to think more on which challenge to accept. Yeah. So this will be... I guess you do need a new class then. Let's see, how will it look? Let's make a new script called buff. Challenge buff. Do we call it buff? I guess I do call it modifier. Sure, why not? Challenge modifier EAC4. And then put that in scripts EAC4. And then this would be class name challenge modifier EAC4. And then this will have buff, debuff. It would be I guess you're buffing an attribute or some kind. Then we would call it it has to be attribute, right? Like health, speed. So attribute name, string name, and then there's debuff, there's major buff. So it can either be, should this be an enum? I don't know. Buffer receiver entity factory bean? What? What is that supposed to mean? So it can either be a small buff, a big buff, or a debuff. We could make it an enum. But we could also make it just one value. So this would be multiplier value. And then it's a float, and then if it's a debuff, we just make it a negative value. And if it's a buff, we make it a positive value. Beep boop. Hello, Hesu, Misu, Pesu. No, Yesu, Pesu, Misu. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome. You asked for a good name. Oh, buffer receiver entity factory bean. That sounds like some Java Spring stuff. Forgot to follow Kazik. Thank you. Establish your name. It's not even... Why would it be buffer? That doesn't even make sense. But yeah, I love Spring Bean stuff. It is so weird. Anyway, attribute name modifier value. Then we can make it like 0.1 minus 0.1, and for the major graph it's gonna be plus 1 or plus 2. So it's just gonna have a name and a modifier value. Can't really randomize that a lot. Like, I feel like we should put restrictions plus 2 aura. Like, we kinda need to make restrictions on the type. Like, if it's like a score thing, it can only be between 5 and 20%. If it's health, it can only be between 20 and 50. Flat, something like that. But for that, we can't leave it generic. We would have to implement it for each type. So we could technically also just have a list of different buff names. What's the best way to do this? What is the best way to do this? We could just make a bunch of subclasses like health buff, speed buff, score buff, speed debuff, and stuff like that. Or we define a range. Where would we even define it? I guess it would be a resource, right? Like the cursor stuff. So where's the cursor script? Cursor upgrade. Cursor upgrade. And that is based on custom cursor, which... Wait, that's a control. That can't be right. How is that possible? Oh, data. Cursor upgrade data. Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna do it like that. So this will be... challenge modifier data. And then this will be a resource. And then it will be a string name for attribute. And then it will be a range. Or let's say a min and a max. Min value, max value. How do we do it in the other one? There's not really a min and max, is there? No. So min value, max value. Are we using the upgrade data or just in a range of values? Because it's like, yeah, that makes sense here. Did we have any other data that we're using? Did we have like enemy data in the old one? I thought we did. Like in the open beta enemies, they should have some kind of resource. Surely. Oh, we got the stats. So the stats have... They don't have any min and max. What do they do? Health max. Right. Okay, so let's call it Let's call it I guess you could call it buff min and buff max. And then E is a debuff. Although it don't really need that. Buff min, buff max. Do we even need min and max? I feel like we could also just define a specific value and then double it on a major buff and half it on a debuff or something. Well, not really. We make it negative on a debuff and double it on a buff, like the major buff. So it would just be value. And then it would be health. We could extend it later if we want to, but for now we could keep it simple. So every time you roll health, it will either be a minor buff or a major buff. So it will just be value, and then we double the buff on a major buff and get a debuff. And the debuff is also just gonna be a value or a negative value. And then the resources will just be health buff. Or like health modifier, speed modifier, and then we have one resource each. That sounds good. Yep. Alright, that sounds good to me for now. We can adjust it if we have to. So we save that, and we should be able to create that. Alright. Maybe we have like a folder. Yeah. So this will be a new folder. This will be challenge modifiers. And then create new resource, which will be challenge modifier EAC. Challenge modifier data EAC4. This will be health modifier. What do we call it on the other ones? Yeah, it has the EAC in the name too. When we balance it, when we inevitably balance it on the next challenge, on the next cycle, this will be EAC4. And then we can set it in the inspector. Do I have to expose these? What's their name? What's the resource name? Okay, don't expand that. So this will be export, and then this will be export, and then this will be 0, and this will be empty. But no, it can't be. Can't set the empty. It's automatically empty. Because that's a unique thing. But actually, can we set it? But it doesn't matter. So this will be... How much health do you want, chat? We can also do, like, another thing is multiplicative. To check if it's a multiplier or a added value. There will be export, now export. Wait, do we... How would it turn out? Like, if we actually use it? I think the multiplicative doesn't matter. It's just gonna be additive always. Yeah, we have to make it additive. Otherwise it gets too complicated. Well, like, way too complicated. So let's leave it like that. We can extend it if we have to. So this will be health modifier. Which I guess it could make it 20. How many challenges do you get? You get one every 20 seconds. Not sure if you will keep that. But technically, you could get pretty far if you take like multiple. I guess 20 is fine though. 20 is a nice start. And then you double it if you get a major with debuff. Sounds good to me. Let's make it 25 actually, so it aligns well. So you get 25 health on the minor buff and 50 health on the major buff. And then we get... Can I duplicate this? Control D. And this will be... Speed. Oh god, speed multiplier. Oh god, maybe we shouldn't do speed. Because if you stack it, it's gonna break the game. Like, it's gonna be unplayable. What did you write down? Base score modifiers. Base score multiplier combo timer. Max health speed question mark. Heal, remove, shield, take damage. I forgot that we had special logic as well. We definitely want... Oh god. I guess the logic doesn't matter for implementing the actual data. Because we are gonna match the string names anyway, so that should be fine. So max health and current health. So this should actually be called max health modifier. And then this will be max health modifier. And then we duplicate this to here, which will also be the damage. Yeah, so heal modifier, and then that's gonna be heal modifier, heal modifier, and this will be 10. But take 10 damage, or you get 10 damage, like you heal by 10, or you get 10 damage, and then the major one will be heal by 20. So it's heal by 20 or take 10 damage. Something like that. And then duplicate it again, and this will be... I don't really want to do speed. It's kind of weird. What else we got? Shield. I guess it's gonna be shield 1, take... Shield is kinda complicated. Maybe leave it optional for now. And instead take the regeneration. Nah, it's fine. Let's take only health and heal. See what else we got later, because score modifiers will be a thing too. Because Ilaria did say that it should be, or that they wanted a way to heal mainly. I don't know how fun speed would be. You get used to the movement, but then you might miss some circles. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's gonna be chaos, especially since you can't stack it. You would have to make like some kind of safeguard, like diminishing returns, so you don't actually break your game and can't play anymore. But we can make speed on the boss. That could be fun. Damage isn't really a thing because it's score. I think it should be mainly score, health, yeah. Let's start with only having health modifiers, heals and damage. And we could also say that you get a shield that can heal with full health. That is something we could do. I think that makes more sense. +1 shield if full health. But that would be complicated too. It's actually, I think that makes more sense in general. So put this option here, and then remove this entirely. So if you take a heal at full health, you get a shield. If I figure out how to do it, because the shield logic is kind of scuffed and might actually cause problems, but I think that is the plan at least. But the player only modifies the health with some stuff that could happen later, and then it's mainly score and boss modifiers. So base score, score multiplier, and combo timer. So this will be base score and then this will be base score modifier, and then duplicate that, score multiplier, multiplier, and then what was the other one? Combo timer. And then that will be combo timer. And then with the boss modifiers, so this will be boss health, which will be boss health here, and then this will be boss speed and boss damage, and then we have boss. Why didn't it copy? Wait, did it not take? What's happening? Score multiplier has boss health. What have I done? Score multiplier modifier, max health modifier, heal modifier, combo timer. I think I didn't click the thing when I changed the name. And then boss speed. Oh, I didn't double click it. Yeah, I didn't change because I didn't double click. So this will be boss health. I guess this will be a multiplier too. I'm not sure if I should name it a multiplier, but it's gonna be. Because flat boss health doesn't really make sense. Although it would be easier to read if you just said he gets 5,000 more health. But it probably should be like a percentage. Should be fun. And then boss damage. So base score, boss damage, boss health, boss speed. Combo timer, heal, max health, and score multiplier. New thread incoming, heal the boss. No. I guess you could. Well, no, you can't. You can't. You can give him more health though, which is technically a heal. Alright, so what should the base values be? The score multiplier or the space score modifier is additive. So if you have a fully upgraded basic cursor, your base score is 100. And since it's gonna stack, let's put it at 5. %. Now 10%. Like the major buff is gonna be double. And with an attached debuff. Wait, not percent. Oh, 10. Oh, wait. So, yeah, it should be 5. That's base score. So base score 5 means a 10% increase over the default base score. And a 5% increase over the basic cursor. I think this is going to cause issues with some of the logic. We definitely have to remember that for the basic cursor damage on the boss. But I'm pretty sure we calculated based on the basic cursor and not... Well... yeah, we check back later, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. So this is gonna be base score modifier, so this is 5 and 10. And then the boss damage, that's not gonna double because there are no major debuffs. And this is gonna be all debuffs. Actually, I guess they could be positive as well. Like reduce the damage, reduce his health, reduce his speed. Could do that. Sure, why not? So boss damage modifier, that is gonna be a percentage. Wait, should this be flat? Flat damage. How much damage does the boss do? I guess we have to rebalance it anyway. Why is he here? Meganome. Where's your damage? 50. Hmm, 50 damage. That's the charge attack, right? I guess when you get him, if you take like 5 damage multipliers on the boss, he one-shots you. I guess that's reasonable. Should be reasonable, right? So... Also, I kind of forgot that the boss has damage too. Like, why did I put the damage thing for new final phase? Because he's already dealing damage. I guess it's more relevant in the new phase, because you will get more attacks and different attacks. But it's fine, let's make it a percentage unit, because otherwise it would be a nightmare to synchronize with the other attacks, I guess. So modifier, this will be damage, and this will be 10%. Let's put it actually at percentage values. So 10% more damage. And then the major buff will be 20% less damage. So it goes from 50 to 40. Or from 50 to 55. No, yes. From 50 to 40 is 20%. From 50 to 55 is 10%. Or from 50 to 45. Yeah, the debuff is only 5%. No. It's gonna be 10% on the debuff and 20% on a major buff. So 20% less damage on a major buff. and 10% more damage on a regular debuff, and 10% less damage on a regular buff. Okay, that should be fine, I think. And then boss health. Boss health is a little bit more interesting because it changes the amount of time you need to kill him, and we will introduce some kind of time bonus as well. I kind of want this to be significant, and people should think that it's a stupid thing, because who cares about boss health? And then they should realize, wait a minute, this might actually be the best modifier because of how much time bonus you get, which you currently don't get at all. So let's make this 20. Oh, 20 is a lot. Oh. Because the meta buff would be 40%. No, 10. We have to keep it at 10. 10 is plenty. And 10 is 0.1 actually. Hello, Capybara. Welcome, welcome. So I guess most of the stuff is gonna be just 10%. Right. I guess the speed will be too. Sure. So base score is gonna be 5. Boss damage is gonna be 10%. Boss health is gonna be 10%. Boss speed is gonna be 10%. Because it gets more interesting if you get like a double buff thing for 20 or it's not like it's all the same value. And we fine tune it later. Combo timer. Now this is scary because the combo timer is not a flat value. The combo timer is a curve and it's very weird. So I don't even know what to do with that. Combo timer. Let's check the seeds. Because the seed buffs already deal with this. So the value on the hourglass seed is 0.05. And the basic seed is 15. So I guess it should just be a third of the seed, roughly. Because the seeds should be more powerful than the challenge rewards. Because you get a lot more challenges throughout the run. Will you ever play some other game in the future? If yes, can you please play The Forest? There are no plans for The Forest. There's a lot of games that I want to play. The Forest is not one of them. The next game after Oxygen Not Included is gonna be Blueprints. And the game after that is gonna be Mugenics, the new game by the creator of Binding of Isaac. Oops. Yep. That's the next two games, but we will finish only, at least the first only. But there might be, I don't know, maybe if there's like a collab, like an unscheduled, unplanned collab with someone that plays The Forest, then there is a chance, I guess. Because he did recently play GTFO with Felt. So there is potentially might be in the future, but probably not though, because The Forest, I guess it's not that expensive. Wait, didn't they have a sequel, Sons of the Forest? Yeah, that's a sequel, right? New game from Edmund, yup, Edmund Macmillan. It releases next month. So we actually don't have any time. Eugenic releases February 10th. It is only 2 weeks away. Well, 2.5. 3? Wait, what's today? The 23rd. So 1 week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It was correct. I like The Forest more. Well, sorry to disappoint, but I have no plans at all for that. Alright, let's put the combo timer. At 1% then. At 1%. That's crazy. I guess it is very powerful. Because you could just keep up your combo forever if you get enough. Because at some point it's gonna be so much time that you can't lose your combo basically. So let's do that. Put it at 10%. 1%. 1%. Is Edmund famous for a game? Yeah, Edmund Macmillan made The Binding of Isaac, one of the most successful indie games ever made. And one of the best. It is, I think, one of the most high-rated games on Steam in general. But you actually never heard of it? That's crazy. How many challenges do you get in a run? A run is like 20 minutes, right? And you get a challenge every 30 seconds or something. So it's 40. 40 challenges? Oh. I actually want to play it, I only know it by name. Really? I played it in uni a lot. Like, literally in uni. On my laptop, doing, what's it called? During lectures. I was a bad fish. Yeah, let's keep it at 1%. I guess it's fine if things get out of hand a little bit. We need to be careful about the implications with the seeds though. Because the seed, I guess it could change what the seeds do as well. Because the regeneration currently is like very low. And I feel like the base... Yeah, I don't know, we have to balance later, it's fine. Let's keep it at that for now. I kinda don't want the seeds to overlap with the buffs or from the challengers too much. But we have to see how it feels in the game before we do anything specific. So the heal should be probably 10 as well, like a flat heal. You take 10 damage on the debuff and get 1 shield. Or like plus 20, that's fine. And then max health 25. And then score multiplier is gonna be 10%. And then I guess it's a game of luck if you get this score stuff or not, if you're going for high score. I guess it has some replay value. We don't mind some randomness. For some reason it reminds me a tiny bit of Potato, not sure why, but gives me that feeling. You mean Binding of Isaac? Yeah, the art style is kind of similar. Or like the vibe on the art style. The characters, so to speak. It's probably inspired. Like, Potato surely took some inspiration from Binding of Isaac. Damn, that game came out in 2014. Oh, that's Rebirth. Oh, it's the same. Never mind. They had like a lot of updates as well over the years. Yeah. It's very messed up too. What's the age rating on Isaac? I don't remember. Like the story is really, really screwed up. Yeah, it is actually rated 18, rated mature. That's crazy. Even though it's like such a cute art style. Damn. I wouldn't have thought that, actually. I thought if anything it would be like 16. But that's crazy. Drastic violence. Why is it in German now? Even though my Steam and my OS are all in English, somehow the rating is in German. Anyway. I've been kind of wondering why you created this game experience. You mean this? Like the... Is this a game yet thing? I made a post recently about my like personal life and the reasons I started streaming and stuff. There was a section in it. To put it in a nutshell, I basically wanted to make a game that I can release as soon as possible and develop live on stream. So I thought, why not make a game where people decide what happens? That way I can just make a blank slate with just a button and a leaderboard and then release that into early access, and people can decide what happens with the next update every time. So I can instantly release it without actually making a game and then go from there. That basically was the idea. I'm trying to decide, should I do some dev work today or play some Hytale? Hytale, not sure how interesting I think. I don't know. I think Hytale, I don't know why it was so extremely popular. But I guess it's because it has like Minecraft 2 vibes. But I feel like Hytale might be overrated from what I heard. But I don't know. You tell me, have you played it yet? Is it worth it? It's not on Steam either, which is weird. Will any of these cycles ever get fully fleshed out in their own feature-length games? If there is ever a cycle that would be worth fleshing out into its own game, then we could do that, yeah, sure. It's not very likely because it will take a lot more time and effort to actually make a entire standalone game while also continuing the cycles. But yeah, I did think about that. We could make an Itagi franchise game, like Itagi Survivors or Itagi Effect or Itagi Osu, something like that. Because the old, like the Cycle 2 gameplay was very fun too. What I really liked it, that the dev actually combined the community DLC with the main game. Wait, which one? Hytale or Isaac? Similar to my very first game, I made a Brick Breakout clone and released it on Google Play with the same idea. Just get the full game ASAP to learn how everything works. Yeah. I feel like that is a good approach for if you actually make real games. Not to say that Itagi is not a real game, but if you actually want to make a game, like your first game probably should be as small as it can be. So you actually get through the entire process on Steam too, with like store pages and stuff. I think that is a good approach to have. Even if it turns out to be just some bad minigame. Although it is pretty expensive. to get a game on Steam, so probably just release it on HIO instead or something in the beginning. I've like 20 hours already, but the main reason you should do it this way is because you will realize that even the most simple game will take a long time to flesh out. So that way you will learn how to properly scope your future games. I have like 20 hours already in it, it's pretty good. Oh, you mean Hytale? It certainly has potential for sure. Some aspects I like more from Minecraft, some a bit less, but I enjoyed it so far. So how big is it really? Like, how much content does it actually have? Because but you have 20 hours in it already. I see. I guess it gives us a number already. I wonder how in-depth it is. I really didn't see anything. I just saw that everyone was playing it, but I didn't actually look into the streams. Hytale has a lot of heart behind it, and I feel like the playstyle lends itself more towards a specific style of play. You probably like Minecraft, right? Yeah. Because the thing is, you say, Adrian, you said it's early and has potential. But it has been in development for like years, right? Already. My brick breaker was so ass. What is your most recommended game to play? Most recommended? Most recommended? Probably. I would probably recommend, well, it takes a certain kind of player, but I probably would recommend Path of Exile to everyone and anyone. I don't really play it anymore, but that's a game you can play forever. If you need a forever game, then Path of Exile would be my recommendation. If you want a small experience, like just one game that you finish, then obviously all the games we played on stream so far are phenomenal. Like Hollow Knight, Silksong, Expedition 33, RimWorld, Oxygen not included. Yeah, it probably would be Path of Exile in general because it's a free game. Like, RimWorld would be a great recommendation, but to kinda... Like, a base game is great, but the base game is already kinda expensive. But definitely worth it. But it also is, like, all the DLC are kinda expensive too, but they add so much to the game as well. So if you have money to spare, then RimWorld is a good choice as well. Other than your game, I wouldn't recommend my game. I think what will really shine is when the mod community pops off, because they created the game with community modding in mind. Oh, that's probably why it popped off so much. Because modding is gonna go crazy then. Also need to drink some more water. If you take away the netherworld and the endworld, it's about the same? Wait, but isn't the netherworld and the endworld basically everything that makes Minecraft fun for long periods? Like, what is there even left on Minecraft without the nether and the end? Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. I actually played a lot of Minecraft and never touched the end at all. And haven't been much in the nether either. So I guess that is a lot. It probably has more though, right? Hytale is probably a lot more, like, a lot more specific content, because the base Minecraft is kinda more open. And I feel like Hytale has a bit more focus on actually guiding you, like more RPG style gameplay. I recommend Factorio if you have money to spare. Factorio is also something that I really want to play at some point. That is also one of the greatest games that I have never played yet. I wonder why it's not on my wishlist. Let's fix that. Factorio is now on my wishlist. Cractorio? I think what är det på. Hey, what's Cractorio? Is remote like Factorio? No. It is very, very different. It's probably not even the same genre. Yeah, it's not even close. Because Factorio is like crack. I see. Where did you get your model from? Did you make it yourself? Yes, I did make it. I made the art with AI and then I rigged it with Live 2D. And if you want to see how I did it, you can check out... Wait. So I did stream the old model, the entire creation. It was a live playlist. That's the first thing I ever did on the stream. So you can find the playlist of my first model on YouTube, which also shows you the entire process, obviously, because it was live. But if you want to have a short version of it, then you can check the model release schedule. Wait, what the model release stream? What's it called? The debut. The debut of the GB model. After the debut, we actually did some breakdown of the entire process and made a small, or started at least, a small thing. Let me show you. Where was it? Where was it? Where did I have that? Did I actually ever take a screenshot of the thing we did in the debut stream for this model? I don't think I'll find it. Yeah, I think we never took a screenshot. Wait, can I just switch to it? Oh, that's kind of scary, no? Wait, one second. I can't find something somewhere. Workflow demo concepts. Yeah, I think we rigged this little guy here. More or less. Like, we did something with her. If you want to check that out. Wait, I think I had a video. Wait a minute. I had a video somewhere. Yeah. That. We did that. Never finished rigging it, so that's the extent of the rigging we did. But yeah, you can check that out. The entire thing on the Kohari chibi model reveal stream. Cute. Thank you. The AI you used was free or paid. It is Comfy UI and I run it locally, so it is free. I was wondering what blue Kohari was and someone showed it to me. Yeah, I'm blue right now. Look at that. Auto mode. What's the auto mode? Oh. Spam. Good job, auto mode. people are modding Pokemon to hide it already. Really, that sounds like a nightmare in terms of copyright. I didn't even see the auto mode. It's still there. Yeah. It's the one with the bot that we had a long time. I wonder why it doesn't show the reason on my side of the overlay. It only says like empty. It should be like if it told me I held a message for using private block terms, then I would already know that I can ignore it. But it just says auto mode with no info, so I always have to check on the actual stream manager thing. Maybe I should finish the witch cat thing, rigging it, because it's very cute. And I could give it up for adoption for some upcoming stream or something. Testing if this gets auto-modded. Wait, what's it called again? Eggplant? Yeah, no, why would we auto-mod the eggplant? Although it was auto-modded in the past, actually. Because the auto-mod settings have been higher in the past. That probably was the final straw when I turned down the auto-mod settings. Because that was one of the things, I think. It says on Google that both RimWorld and Factorio are construction and management games, so I thought they were similar. So Factorio is like... But I never played it, so I can't really say for sure. But I think Factorio is 2D satisfactory. So you make a factory and it has like a bunch of automation in it. Like you're building a factory, right? With like conveyor belts and then resource management and stuff like that. And in RimWorld, you manage a colony. So it's a colony simulator. So you have a bunch of pawns and they do their own stuff. And you have to tell them what's important and what to do. So RimWorld is closer to Oxygen Not Included than it is to Factorio. Because the pawns are also very stupid, like the dupes. So initially I actually thought for a long time that that Oxygen Not Included is just RimWorld rotated by 90 degrees. Because RimWorld is a top-down view and Oxygen Not Included is a side view. But now that I played it, it is very different as well. Factorio probably has more overlap with Oxygen Not Included than it has RimWorld, if I had to guess. Because in Oxygen Not Included, you also do like a lot of resource management and like shipping would be conveyor belt stuff, right? So I feel like Factorio is closer to that than to RimWorld, where you do none of that. In RimWorld, you just build things. Though RimWorld has combat as well. Actually, a major part of it is raiding, like being raided by other factions, and then defending yourself with pawns, crafting weapons and stuff. I played Satisfactory until my device gave out. Oh. Yeah, I think Satisfactory is probably the closest to Factorio. Like Factorio in 3D is what I hear a lot. I don't hear it a lot, but that's what people say, I think. Pretty much you can automate everything in Factorio. You can make a building to make a building. Basically everything that game has can be automated in factory style. Really, you can make buildings with automation. That's amazing. How did you have Hornet next to your name? Oh, that's one of the badges on Twitch. I think it was some kind of event where people, if they gifted subs during the release of Silksong or something like that, they would unlock a badge. But I played Silksong way later, so I don't know exactly. With Space Age and Factorio, you can leave the planet and do things again with new resources, buildings on a new planet. Really? So it's a little bit like the Space DLC in like Odyssey and Remote, I guess. In that case, and probably also the Space DLC thing in Oxygen Not Included, which I don't have either. Because you can mine other asteroids. Or go to another one. Factorio is also a bit of tower defense in there too. Yeah, I did see that too. Like there's these weird, like these insects, right? So you get raided. Oh, you know, one of my favorite games that I played in the past was They Are Billions. That was fun too. Speaking of tower defense. It's a tower defense real-time strategy game thing. It was very unique when it came out. Like the combination of real-time strategy, single player, and tower defense. It is very, very cool. Your factory produces pollution. If pollution reaches the bugs, they raid you and destroy everything. Really? Oh, so you don't even get raided if you don't produce pollution? Oh, so you actually have to manage your pollution? Or what do you mean if it reaches the bugs? So they do raid you occasionally, and then you have to defend, but if you actually reach them with pollution, they overrun you? Is that what you mean? Or can you always defend if you are set up correctly? Like a smelter has some pollution, the more stuff you add, the more pollution, and the bigger spread on the map. I see. I got so many good games recommendations today, where to start from now? So what kind of games do you like? That we can narrow it down. Like what do you usually play? I guess Oxygen Not Included. Since you joined the stream there. You build turrets, flamethrowers, walls, etc. Yeah. Base building like on. Yeah, I guess both Remote and Factorio would work. I think those are great games after Oni for sure. Probably go with Factorio. Even though I haven't played it, I would assume that it is a little bit easier to get into compared to Rimworld. Rimworld is very... like... It is a bit hard to get into, and usually I would also recommend playing with some mods. But it is a great game, like the base game is great too, but I have a feeling that someone just jumping into it without ever seeing what it's like, probably there would probably be a risk of just quitting. Like you would have to like losing. If you enjoy losing, then Rimworld is for you. Otherwise, go with Factorio. Binding of Isaac is a completely different game. Binding of Isaac is a twin-stick shooter. Twin-stick dungeon crawler. Roguelite. So you run through different rooms and find upgrades, and then you die and do it again. Actually, it's a roguelike. It's not really a roguelite because you don't You don't like get stronger through unlocks, but kind of, because you do unlock like different types of like there are things unlocked in Binding of Isaac. I guess kind of, yeah. Like you get new characters and stuff with different abilities. And I think you also unlock like different like what are they called? The upgrades. I don't remember what they're called. But yeah, it is Binding of Isaac is great. Like if you like twin stick style gameplay, then that is definitely a good choice too. Like Binding of Isaac has so much content as well. Like you could play that forever as well, for sure. Oh, Potato. Yeah, Potato is fun too. Potato is like the survival style game. I could recommend that as well. I have that too. Mega Bonk, same vein. Mega Bonk is a lot of fun. But I would assume that if you want to stay in your own little bubble of building games, the Factorio would probably be your choice. I vividly remember seeing a Factorio layout and my brain started hurting. I mean, Oni is kind of complex too, right? In a way, a little bit. I guess Factorio is a lot more broad. But you probably build your factory one by one, right? It's not going to be complicated right off the bat. I would assume. Because in RimWorld, for example, we have like... I guess you instantly have like so many layers of things that you need to manage. Like you instantly have to figure out how storage works. You have to figure out how priorities work for your pawns. You don't even really know what to do in the beginning. Like you need to figure out how to even build a base. How to be safe from enemies. How to be safe from animals. You have to know how the build system works. That you have to hunt and butcher animals and cook before you even can survive. Or like how planting works. It is very complex in the beginning, like, but it is so much fun as well. Like even just to start the game is gonna be an entire session. Because you have to roll pawns. Like it's similar to Oxygen Not Included in that you have to like roll for pawns. But there's more layers. Like in Oni you only have like a couple traits and like the base attributes, and in RimWorld you have to make sure that you cover the basics immediately, and then the pawns have like different ages, and they can have like different conditions. They can be drug addicts. And they can have like, they could be pregnant, they could have a bad back, they could have cancer. Like there's so much in the setup alone. And then there's like 6 different difficulties. And there's like 3 different storytellers in the base game. So you have to choose between those. And then you generate a map. And then you can select how big the map should be. You can select how big the world should be. And then you have to select a starting tile. And there's like a lot of different biomes. And then every starting tile, even within one biome, has different conditions, different like temperatures. And there can be rivers and mountains. Like even just to start the game is an entire adventure. I was playing Tarkov the other day and it was fun until I raged because of a sniper. Oh yeah, you did mention that. Don't think I'm gonna go back in now. We'll check out Victorio Potato. Oh, alright. Potato is probably the easiest to get into. It's like super straightforward. Are you demotivating? You're demotivating me from playing remote. It's fine, you'll get the hang of it. But yeah, it's like, it's not for everyone. That's for sure. Oh, I remember another game. one of my favorite games that I also haven't played on stream. Then I have so many games in my library that I could actually play on stream. And Noita. That game is insane. It's very easy to get into initially. But it is very hard. And it gets very complex later as well. No, Lurita? No, not that. Noita. It's the, I think, Finnish word for witch. Wait, is it Finnish? I don't remember if it's Finnish. I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Noita is great. It's this game about, like, you're a witch and you have different, like, there's a system for casting spells, and that system is based on the wand you have. So you find different wands, and then you fill that wand has different slots, and you fill those slots with spells. You basically craft your own spell, or you craft your own wand. And depending on in which order you put in the spells, they function differently. It is very, very cool. It's like one of the coolest spellcrafting systems ever. And there's the actual selling point of Noida is that every single pixel is simulated. So every pixel has its own physics. So everything is, yeah, it's their own pixel engine. What's it called? The engine. Something anything. Something anything. I don't remember. It is very cool and very chaotic, yeah. That is also one of my all-time favorites. I don't remember how much hours I have, but a lot. Like a lot. Like, the game has so many secrets that you could never find out if you didn't, like, work together with the community. And, like, so many cool mechanics. Like, there's some, like, special like, not really special mechanics, but there's, like, side effects for spells that if you arrange the spells in a certain way, you can teleport into other dimensions. But that is not something that exists in the game on its own. Like, I don't think it's an intended thing that the developers thought of. It's just something that happened by using and arranging the spells in a certain way. Like, it's completely insane. Like, it's crazy. Also, there is an ad coming up, so I will be taking a quick break, and I will see you in a couple minutes. Be right back, chat. Enjoy the music in my absence. Welcome back. I have returned. Alright, let's continue. Well, even were we? I think we were setting up the buff system. Scatter. No, stay. Assemble. Gather around the campfire. Like this. Assemble. Exactly. So Potato is like that new game. Everything is crab. If you have heard about it, that has been all over YouTube nowadays. Wait, everything is crab? What is that? I have not heard of that. Everything is crab. What? Oh. But it's not even out yet. Oh, that looks very cute. Actually, let me search that on the thing. Just so. Everything is crab. Animal evolution. So it's a roguelite where you evolve into different types of animals. That sounds like fun. Like what that pet sound. It is very... Like it's also like a classic survival game. Like Potato, Megapunk, Vampire Survivors. But it also looks kind of different. Wait, is it not a wave survival? Is it something different? It looks so different. Q2 2026. Animal Evolution Roguelite. Set in a living ecosystem, Everything is Crab is a cute, challenging, highly replayable action roguelite. Make animal-inspired evolutionary choices to concoct your own unique creature every run, both mechanically and visually. It's Spore meets modern roguelites. I was thinking of Spore. I never played Spore, but I heard so many good things. It's a very old game where you also evolve your creature. Yeah, that did come to mind. I didn't remember the name though. Beat calcinization. Everybody knows eventually every organism ends up evolving into a crab. Except for you, choose your own evolutionary path and strategy to thrive and defeat convergent evolution. Take that, science. That is so cute. All 100 abilities combined to create a plethora of different builds and playstyles. Become a wily trickster, a ferocious predator, a gregarious leader, a nimble nomad, or take on any number of other survival strategies. Legs, claws, pincers, wings, more legs, fur, tail, scales, tentacles. I said more legs. Build your formidable, visually awkward chimera or get Darwined in the process. Wait, so is it actually not a wave survival? Is it like are there different survival strategies? You just have to survive in the ecosystem? 100 plus base evolutions, evolution-based abilities, endless possibilities, strategy, blah blah blah, living and thriving ecosystem. Many different critters with their own goals and strategies, each of them with several stages of evolution. 4 distinct biomes, and night and day cycle. Variety of bosses that may or may not appear with each one. Huge meta progression layout, difficulty systems, genetics, starting characters which can be combined to create endless starting character combinations. Challenge scenarios. Ice Age, always night hunted. To push your adaptation skills to the limit. Damn, I wonder what the gameplay is though. Like it's not really combat based, is it? Hunt, flee, scavenge, and thrive. Yeah, it's not actually like a Vampire Survivors, it's more like Evolve. But against... That is so interesting. I will wishlist that too. But has there been like a lot of YouTube shorts or something? Because I have not seen that at all. I've seen that anywhere. You wanted to play it, but you couldn't get into the playtest in time. It's like potato plus old school fish tank games you crawl while eating. Oh yeah. Looks really fun, it really does. Spore is good. I like the sail stage and space stage the most. I haven't played it, so I would not know. They had a month-long playtest too, really. Was it in the Steam Next Fest last year? I guess if it was, I would have seen it. But we are playing the next one. Yeah, surely it will be the next Steam Next Fest with the demo. Surely. It has to, right? So we will play that for sure. In Steam Next Fest in February. I'm not watching any videos, that way I won't be spoiled when it comes out. Maybe just me, because I was looking for a similar game to play. Oh. It is similar game? What do you mean? Aren't you just talking about that you are more like crafting, base building type gamer? A similar game to what? What was the last roguelike, action roguelike you played? Yeah, but yeah, I usually go in blind too, or mostly blind into those types of games. It's nice to figure things out on your own. I didn't even know they called it roguelite. I was just trying to find a base defense. But it's not really a base defense. But I guess you found it anyway. So, yeah. I guess a potato would be a good choice then, if you want to have something like that. Although it does seem to have like very, very different mechanics. By base building, I also meant defending the base from enemies that I build. But there are no bases in everything is grand. But yeah, I get it. If you like, do you like, what am I saying, like, Lord? Strategy games? Because they are billions, is a strategy, real-time strategy tower defense. Where you build a base. And then have to defend it from zombies. I used to play Scrap Mechanic. Okay. Axolotl games! No, Axolotl. Scrap Survival. Scrap Mechanic Survival. Oh, is here. Or is it like Fortnite? Like you build a base at day and then you defend it at night? Like the original Fortnite, not the Fortnite's Every World. Wait, what is that? Are they raiding armor bases? Wait, it's an early access? Wait, did you say you used to play it? I thought this would be like a really, really old game. Wait, it's 2016 and it's still in early access? Last update over 13 months ago. I guess they scrapped it. Get it? Dev is dead on scrap mechanic. Yeah. They are billions is the other one that I meant. They are billions. It is a pretty hard game though. Hey, but it's very cool. Yeah. Can you maybe not have a cinematic trailer and actually show the gameplay, please? It is basically like you build a colony and then every X days there is a horde of zombies coming in, and the horde gets larger every time, so you have to expand. And you start like in a small space and you have to slowly make your way, like slowly expand. And if you are too loud, you will attract zombies. So like if you have someone with a gun, you need to be very careful because the sound accumulates when you are shooting. And if you get too loud, you get overrun. So you have to balance your noise and your defenses. It's very, very cool. It's a really cool concept. There's a campaign too, which I never finished because by the time the campaign released, I played it in early access, and by the time the campaign released, I wanted to play without pausing on the highest difficulty. And playing without pausing on the highest difficulty is very, 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 very hard. So I wasn't able to beat the campaign, and I was not willing to compromise by turning down the difficulty or by pausing the game, so I just stopped playing altogether. Unfortunate. We may return at some point, who knows? Maybe even on stream. Scrap mechanic is really cool. You build your own car/factory and farm, and you farm mobiles while attacking. I see. I want to try They Are Billions. It's a bit pricey though. I'm sure it will be on sale frequently. Like it's not that. It's like the full price is only 30 euro. So if it's on sale, I'm sure you will get it like 60% off at some point. It has been out for a while. Not sure what kind of sales they usually do, but it's definitely worth it. I have like multiple 100 hours in it. And there's like a lot of modding too. Like there's a lot of mod maps because it's an RTS in a way. So people make their own maps. It has a map editor, I think. Yeah, it has a map editor, so people make custom maps with like special mechanics and stuff, which I never even touched. I only played the base game and I already have like a couple 100 hours. If you like colonies, I highly recommend Frostpunk. Oh, Alien. How could I forget about Frostpunk? Yes, Frostpunk. Play Frostpunk. If you can get it somewhere for free or cheap. Maybe even pay full price. Yeah, Frostpunk. Play Frostpunk, the original. Not Frostpunk 2. Frostpunk, it is currently 85% off. You can get it for $5. That game is phenomenal. So, if you don't know what to decide on, of all the games we named, that is the one. For sure. Hands down. Take that. Frostpunk. $2 for me and my currency? Yeah, I buy that. That is a masterpiece. Like, $2 is insane. Like, I paid $4, and I would pay it again. Actually, I did pay it again because I got it for free. I think I had it. Wait, is it in my library currently? I played it on Game Pass when it came out. Actually, I don't have it. I played it on Game Pass and it came out. And because achievements don't carry over to Steam, I was thinking about buying it on Steam as well. But then it was free on Epic. So I played through it again on Epic to get like achievement stuff. But I wish I bought it on Steam. I probably, like, you know, maybe I should buy it again. But I don't want to play through it again because I did all achievements on Game Pass. And then I did like most of the achievements on Epic again. So, yeah, I don't want to do that again. I had plenty fun with that. Like, did I buy Frostpunk 2 on Epic then? That's crazy. Guess I did. It might have been Epic exclusive when it came out. Frostpunk 2, right? Totally. I kinda wanted to play Frostpunk 2 again at some point. But it just doesn't hit the same. It just didn't hit the same at all. It is a lot prettier. Like it is, like the graphics in Frostpunk 2 are incredible. But it was just different. I'm yet to play the second one, but heard it's not that good, and they are making a remake for Frostpunk 1800 something something. I didn't play the DLC of the original Frostpunk. I think it was some kind of DLC with like a prequel, right? Where you have like the last autumn. Wait, did I play this? I might have played it. That one wasn't as good either, though. Yeah, Frostpunk 2 was great too. I think it's still worth the money. But it's like... it's still a good... Like, it's a good game on its own, but when you compare it to Frostpunk 1, it just doesn't live up to the expectations. That's the main problem. It's a good game in isolation, but Frostpunk 2 was such a masterpiece that it was disappointing for most people. I played everything Frostpunk flew with me too. I did all of the challenge runs as well, like all the achievements and stuff. It was so much fun. Frostpunk 1886 is going to be a remake of Frostpunk 1. What? They're already remaking it? Frostpunk 1 doesn't even need a remake. Remaster. More than just a remaster, Frostpunk 1886 combines 70% of the original experience with 30% brand new content. That's crazy. They remake it for 27. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. It does not need a remake. That feels like a cat grab. Like, the game is perfect. Why would you even remake it? Not sure how to feel about that. What even is that? Whales? I guess I will want to make it look more pretty or something. I don't know. PC gamers, when the $5 indie game from their Steam wishlist is only minus 30% instead of minus 99%. That's crazy though that it's so reduced as well. Does it get RAM heavy over time like Oni? I guess it does a little bit. But not the... I feel like the first Frostpunk is... Well, I don't know, actually. The second Frostpunk definitely, like, Frostpunk 2 had a lot of performance issues. But I'm not sure about this one. I guess it would. Because there's a lot of, like, people are actually walking around on the map, like the people that you're managing. They, like, go to warp on the path that you create and go back. So it might be kind of heavy. I forgot that you have, like, a very low spec PC. So maybe it might be our brand. You should check the specifications. $4 GB of RAM. I guess you should be able to handle it. But yeah, it's definitely heavier than the other games that we mentioned. It looks good. They're adding some more animations. There was a post on Steam. It's a masterpiece regardless, but I think I'll buy the remake as well just because. I probably won't. I even bought a vinyl record for Frostpunk, really. So you're like a mega fan, huh? You can reduce the specs for Frostpunk so won't see people walking and stuff. It runs great, to be honest. Can you on Frostpunk 1? Because the travel time between the workplace and the home is kind of relevant for the gameplay, no? But yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff you can do. Just download more RAM to... Thank you everyone for your recommendations, you're welcome. Thank you for distracting me from being productive. Also, let me drink some more water. How could I forget? There's like a couple more gems that we could mention. Like Darkest Dungeon and Slay the Spire and Balatro and what else? Darkest Dungeon was so hard, yeah. It is really hard. Damn, man, I have so many games. Like, you can always jump back into Darkest Dungeon. You can always jump back into Day of Billions or Balatro or Slay the Spire. Like, all of these could be played on stream. But we just don't have time. Too many games, too much to do. Especially with Mutagenics coming up. I wonder how in-depth and how replayable Mutagenics will be. Because Binding of Isaac might be the most replayable game ever made. So I'm very curious how Mutagenics will turn out. Ballpit? Yeah, we played that too. I was kind of done with Ballpit though. It was fun, for sure. But I didn't really have the desire to keep playing BNG+. I finished Ballpit 100%. Really? Ballpit, how much do we have? 60. We have 60% on Ballpit. What's missing? Complete, well, we didn't even, yeah, okay. We didn't even complete Boneyard with 10 different characters. I guess it just do every place with all characters. 21 hidden achievements remaining, Jesus. or the achievement, but didn't do the second playthrough plus thing either. Oh, you did all in the regular NG? The regular game? Damn. How did we miss so many achievements? But yeah, it probably makes sense to like do everything with every character. What about Megabong? How many achievements do we have in Megabong? 84%. What's missing here? Stage boss with less than 10%. Open the present. Hidden in the forest. Sand Howard. There was a Christmas update for sure. Summon the undead boss with calcium and desert tier 2. What even is that? I think they added a bunch of achievements, no? Oh, complete the challenges. Okay. Surviving. Oh, Valheim Timberborn. Oh yeah, Timberborn. That one looked interesting too. I've seen some stream. That kind of felt like something for the Factorial crowd as well, right? People that like building, managing stuff. Timberborn would be one of those. And what else? I never played Valheim. But I did play Ark, Survival Evolved. So that's kinda the same vein. Timberborn is colony sim mostly, but beavers are too cute. Yeah, they do look cute. I played Against the Storm in Game Pass. I don't own it, so I don't have it. But I played a little bit of that. That was fun too. Against the Storm. Also a building thing. Resource management. Domekeeper! You have played Ark Survival Evolved? Man, I wish I could watch it. I haven't played it on stream. That was a long time ago. I have a lot of hours though. Played it with some friends. And we played it when it came out, so back then, like taming one dino took like 8 hours. Like, it was insane. We had like default settings. Didn't have a custom server back then. Usually people do like 10 times taming time or something like that. So yeah, you had to basically watch one dino for 8 hours. And you had to feed it like every 10 minutes or something to actually tame it properly. Like, that was insane. That game was mental when it came out. Domekeeper, but it was a bit too hard for me. I can't figure it out. Wait, Domekeeper was too hard for you. I only played the demo. The demo was really easy. Wait, is it Domekeeper 2 plus? What does that mean? Domekeeper 2 plus. What? It's a Demon Keeper. Oops. That is something very different. Yeah, Domekeeper was fun too. I feel like Domekeeper, I kind of played the demo all the way through. And then I felt like I already saw everything in a way. But I'm sure there's a lot more to it in the actual release game. It is a very good game too. I barely survived a few days. Oh yeah, I don't remember. It was pretty hard actually. Oh, you know what else? Lupio. I think I played that. That was also free on Epic at some point. I think I played the demo and then I got it either in Game Pass or on the Epic Game Store. And then I played the entire thing. Nubio is a great game too. Lots of fun. Donkey Keeper. No. Dome. Also, let me check if the desync is actually happening still. Test, hello. Beep, up, beep, boop. Boop. I think it's on. It's like very, very slightly desynced. What else? What else do I actually have in my library? I guess some puzzle games. There's Baba Is You that I never finished because I never figured it out and I refused to look up the solution. Wait, I do have Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together. I thought I didn't. Never really played it. But apparently that's good too. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm going down the list on my Steam library. Oh, Kingdom! Kingdom is kind of fun. Like the Kingdom series, if you get it for free. Probably wouldn't buy it at full price anymore. But that's a cool genre of games. Like Kingdom 2 Crowns. Oh, which was the one I played? Kingdom series, yeah. Kingdom... Which one was it? Kingdom Newlands. I think I played Kingdom Newlands. Mr. Pepper was surprisingly fun. Mr. Pepper? What is Mr. Pepper? Oh, Mr. Prepper. Mr. Prepper. Oh, is it like you play a prepper and make a bunker? Yeah, I'm not really into simulation games at all. Like Power Wash Simulator, those type of games, Euro Truck Simulator, I don't like those. I guess I haven't really played a lot, but I'm also not interested. I have to not get caught by the regime. Really. Also, recently I found something out that I can't really remember right now. Like the game Moonlighter was made by someone that made another game that I like. What was that? Which was it? Which game? I'm almost done with the list, may I check? Okay. Which game? Moonlighter, let's see. Moonlighter. Wait, it's only... Oh, 11-bit. And Digital Sun. No, 11-bit was the publisher. Digital Sun. Moonlighter is currently 85% off too. That's probably a good buy as well. I never played it though. And I don't think I would buy it because there's too much other stuff. Even though it's only $3. If I start buying all the games instead of $3, I'm gonna be bankrupt as well. Wait, was it like a composer? I think the composer of Silk Song made some music in Moonlight or something like that. I think there was some kind of connection somewhere. Can't remember it. Let's see. What's the name of the composer again? Christopher Larkin? Alright. Flashbang. I guess it wasn't Moonlighter then. I don't know what else. It might have been... Oh, Surviving Mars. Surviving Mars did a boo-boo? Surviving Mars. I heard of that game as well. Didn't really tickle my fancy. What was the boo-boo? What was the boo-boo? The original game is not available. They're forcing you to buy a remake. Oh. Surviving Mars relaunched. Ew. Why though? That's a classic. Like people just replacing the old game with a worse version. Classic Blizzard move. I still have it. It was a good game. Really. Surviving Mars is no longer available on the Steam store. That's crazy. Didn't even know that. That's such a dick move. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not a multiplayer game, is it? Like, why would you even? Like, if there's no server attached. Like, what are they thinking? Like, what's the point? Yeah, what's the point? Of replacing it. They could have just launched it in addition. Alright. Let's see, what was the first post on that game? Shameless money grabbing behavior. Let's read. It's time to relaunch our mission. After 7 years on the Red Planet, it's time for a fresh start. Surviving Mars relaunch brings together the base game, all expansions, content packs, and radio stations, plus improved visuals, UI, and quality of life improvements. We've added a brand new Martian Assembly update and have reworked some of the previous editions as well. Whether you're a veteran commander or touching down for the first time, this is the most complete and polished version of Surviving Mars yet. Follow our takeoff and prepare for landing, and weekly episodes will highlight. That's crazy. Whether you are a veteran commander or touching down for the first time. So they even acknowledge that they made it for old players as well, and then they expect them to buy it. I don't know, kinda weird. Oh, never mind. If you are a returning player, we have an offer to upgrade to current game. But is it for free? Not sure. I mean, if they gave it for free to people that already had the game, then it's fine, I guess. Nope, just a discount. 50% discount. Yikes. 50% off for the game I already have. But you can play it still, right? It's not like you lose your game. Yeah, it's weird, it's weird. I think I can. I would need to test. I see. That's crazy. When did this happen? Last year? Alright. It's been a few years since I played it. I was actually thinking of replaying it again. Just buy Timberborn instead. Alright. Chat. I know it's only been 4 hours and we only did a little bit of game dev. Or we got things done. Some of it. But there's a lot of things that I need to do at the moment. Well, need to. It's like I have a couple things that I should be doing and have been doing for the last couple of days, and I can't really find time to do it. And that is my excuse for ending the stream early. And I think after all the distractions, I can't really get into it. I guess I could. But I need to eat something. And I would rather work on the couple of things that I have to do still. But game development will continue on Wednesday next week. And then we will it probably is gonna be a full-length stream again. And tomorrow we will continue with Oxygen Not Included. And on Sunday as well. So 2 more streams of Oxygen Not Included tomorrow and on Sunday, same time, same place. And you know where to find me. And where to find the schedule and stuff. And I think we will also skip the raid today. Unless I find someone that I haven't seen in a while. I guess I could raid Jesse, who raided us a couple days ago. Sure, let's put a revenge raid on Jesse, who's currently playing sad songs, so it's worth it. So raid Jesse, and then I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for that, pets, and thank you for the thumb, and making me blue. Let's actually fade out into the distance with the current jazz, because the outro would be jazz as well. And see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here and keeping me company doing game dev and just chatting. I might actually go into the just chatting category in the future, but who knows. Maybe we will be more productive next time. See you around. Bye bye. Bye bye.